Howdy, y'all. I'm Kyle with Texas Quality Assurance. Today, we are looking at another module of TQA.Cloud QMS Software, taking a look at our Competence and Training module. This is one of my favorite features of the tool. And the reason why is I used to be the health and safety manager for a previous company. And as health and safety manager, you may have 40 or 50 different training requirements that you have to go through, not to mention what HR and quality have as well. There could be as many as 100 different training requirements for some or all members of your team. And how do you keep up with all of that information and make certain that everyone is up to date on all of their training and certification requirements? Well, the typical way to do it is very long, drawn out, tedious, and tiresome, but that's not the way that we want to operate. So let's take a look at a better way to do the job. So that way is with a required and training report as a part of the TQA Cloud software solution. So here, what this is going to do is show us all of the employees who are either overdue or coming due soon for a training. So let's take a look at something here. We'll say our confined spaces training. So this is something that a number of our clients have to worry about. So let's take a look here. We can see that we have several departments here. We've got our offshore service, land service departments that need our confined spaces training. We have all of these various employees in here. So what we can do now is we can take a look at whether they need that training now or in the 30 days, which means they're either overdue or due to have this training in the next 30 days. We can go out to within the next 60, 90, 120, 150, really give us some good visibility as to what our upcoming training requirements are. Even more, we can sort and filter down to the individual employee level if necessary to see who does or does not have that training. So let's take a look here at this Alex. We'll take a look at Alex here. And you can see it filters to just a single employee. But on the other hand, if we were to clear the training selection, this is going to show us all of the trainings that he is overdue for or due soon on. So it looks like we've got a lot of work to do with this feller, but we can make sure that we can get him everything he needs so that this report does not get populated like this in the future. Now, I'll show you a little bit of the back end, how competence and training works. So we have a few tools here. We have our training library. So we'll go ahead and just open that straight up. Our training library is where we store all of the training requirements and any training materials that we may or may not have. So let's take a look here at the confined spaces training that we were just discussing. So confined spaces here is defined as a training with a 1-year retrain requirement. And here we identify that this is for our land service and our offshore service team members. So any employee who is coded as land service or offshore service will be required to have this training once a year. Now, if this employee is no longer active, we've identified them as having a last date of employment, they will, of course, be excluded from the report. Now, you see here that some of these have a 0 for the retrain interval. That 0 means that they have to have this training at least once in their tenure as an employee with the company. Great for some of those HR onboarding activities that we have. But simply by identifying the employee by the department, identifying the departments required per training, and entering in the training records as they occur as a competence and training record, we have everything we need to immediately populate our required training report here. So if there's anything else you guys would like to take a look at, any questions or ideas about how this could work better for you and your team, do not hesitate to contact us. All of the information is below. I'll be happy to talk with you personally. So y'all let us know what we can do for you, and you have a great day.